Alright, I'm back. Yeah. Let's continue onwards. Must insist you and your friends attend Todia's service as honored guests. No, I don't want to do that, actually. When you arrive, attend at present to explain the proceedings. I actually don't want to do that. Alexandra has business with us. It's being held in the darker. That's a lot of candles. Yep. Yep.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin.
I'm like not feeling all of these quests that are about learning how the different cultures work. For some reason, it worked, and
I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers.
it worked in the Azim Steps quests. I didn't really mind it then. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm like just bored. It's like nothing's happening. It's like the Light Wardens aren't really a threat.
We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace.
It's like we're just doing things as usual. We just go around defeating the monsters.
In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people.
Wow.
And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
Wow. Oh, it's too bad she's dead.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
I know that. I know this game. Oh my god.
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars.
We know this. Holy shit. That's what we're fucking here to
and
do.
To drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
Yeah, we've already done it. I'm pretty we're gonna do it for sure. Oh my.
Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
Oh, thanks. Thank God.
Urianger and I finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Pleased with herself. Whether she has good or bad news to share remains to be seen. First explaining the origins of this tablet. Initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire. Time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. They yielded more and more territory to their enemies. Somehow help us get into Yishmala. Into this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan text and translation into a more modern dialect. I am confident it would suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Scythia. But it is the possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, the children of the everlasting dark. We must infiltrate their encampment. To ensure that I will have enough, I'm afraid I must ask you and Tancred to assist me. The answer is no. Don't come with us. You can't come with us. We won't be long. Okay. Take care. Alright. I will. Gotta zoom out of here. Sick to the north. It would be foolish to simply rush in. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has aught to share of their recent activity. Stay close and stay alert, and avoid a confrontation if possible. I'd rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. Okay. Gins. Says there should be a ether current around here. It's right there. Forest flamingo. Okay, managed to help whoever that is. Thank goodness you're unharmed. We too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. The children have been acting strange of late. Strange? I took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in greater numbers, as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? It could be anything, really. We can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nests, and we would have an opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. Have you anything we might be able to use? I have smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from outpost. Search about for beehives. 2 should suffice. Okay, we go get bees. I went all the way around. I see it. Should be able to toss the bag through. Duty honors. I was gonna throw the bee bag. The bee's bag. That should do it. What is that? Bees. We have to save the spiders. It's quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. We should come to blows with the children. So any signs of struggles were concealed. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of my loafing about bored in the shadows? Shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Oi, oi, oi. Chambers of prayer. The monument is further in. Huh. This is it. Keep watch of the entryway. Examining the murals. It would behoove us to learn all we can. Isn't that the warriors of darkness? What does this mean? Examine the murals. Target a mural. There's nothing to gain from staring at my backside. Please, I need to concentrate. What? I wasn't looking at your backside. Come on. Primitive mural. Creature of shadow. Ruler sits atop the throne by their subject. Fairly old. Central figure is considerably faded. Huh.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this. There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces.
Huh.
He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart.
Old man.
He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds.
I can't take that with that hair. It's a bit weird.
But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses.
Damn.
Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
Maybe not.
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Even she can't tell that he's there? Or was? The fact that it always starts on this wahoo. Everything needed to finish deciphering the tablet. The murals appear to be of any significance. Depiction of heroes. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime could be a curator of antiquities. Perhaps that knowledge may be proved to be of use in the future. An unwanted proposal. Let's return to Slitherbound. Damn. Music's pretty good. This zone. It's like every time you enter a zone, you're like, I just want to see this without being it like blaring day or stuff. To Matoya to the Golden Oath. Without as much as a word. You must be hungry. Why don't a seat there by the fire. Oh my god. Are we gonna be a long ass cutscene again? Okay. I kinda wanna relax, man. Getting over here, but it's like I get so off camera.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer.
Damn. Uh-oh.
We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Is it Ranjit? He's just running around.
I'm tired of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it?
It.
The blessing may spare her the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the source.
It.
Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
Damn. Am I gonna become like a super mega sin either when I have like
Though
all,
I have given
all
thought
the light
to this
warden energy?
possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Umorans have come for us! We're under attack!
It was Ranjit. I knew it. I'm gonna go out there and beat his ass. Beat him up. Beat up his butt. Whatcha? Whatcho? Meanwhile, in Yulmore. Uh-oh. Were they allies all along? That'd be cool. Is the Exarch just an Ascian? Am I an Ascian? Are the Jongleurs Ascian?
Lord Forthree, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility.
Futility.
Even should you slay the Sin Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They
Was that a
require
pizza?
a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey,
That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power.
Get it? Bloated?
But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
I mean, you know, it's not that far.
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Okay, well, he sounds sincere.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you. So naive. So painfully predictable.
Okay.
Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eater's defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated. The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he? Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
Feels like the same animation. That was pretty whack, to be honest. There he is. I knew it was him.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing.
Damn. He beat him up.
If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Wow.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore.
Damn.
Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
Oh, alright.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed.
Alright.
Little wonder the warrior of darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for woven oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Damn.
Woven oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
Some whack shit.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as such.
discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Casualty. Ay, ay, ay. Why are we running? Where are we running to? Okay. Most terrible and efficacious poison. It will afford us sufficient time to find the cure. Yeah, somber expression. There's naught we can do but try to ease his pain. Oh no. All that can be done has been done. Finding a suitable antidote is a nigh impossible task. What of the rest of the blessed? How have they taken the news of Yulmore's generous proposition? We cannot hope to oppose both them and the children. I know how they will answer. I am truly sorry. Your work is not yet done. You still have time to flee. Flee? I am not wont to run from my troubles. In fact, with Alexandra's arrival, I am minded to take the offensive. Yulmoren's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the fuck. All of which is rather easier said than done, as of course you funnel this with the tablet. We can prepare everything we need to enter Yishmal and Wish. Macha? I believe it can be done. We are the villains, are we not? We slay the Light Warden. I'll leave the blessed in your capable hands, Runar. Very well. I swear to keep the blessed safe. We first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Runka in times past. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. You have some experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not? Should prove a simple task for you. Ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tusimekta. Help shore up Slitherbow's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. Alright, alright. Let's go do it. There you are, ready for a swim? Inside the ruins beneath the lake. The Ronka sought to live in harmony with nature. Certain animals to be sacred. Coral, the colibri, Opo Opo, and the wolf. Bringers of liberty, words, enlightenment, and harmony. Tablet states that one must pay due deference to 3 of these beasts by placing 1 palm on the monuments wrought in their image. This must be done in a specific sequence. The order can be discerned from the 3 commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake, by its strength do our land prosper. Be as the Opo Opo, rival thy kin. As all parts seek betterment, so too does the whole. Be as the wolf, move as one. Peace comes to all who seek harmony with their kin. The tablet says none of the placement, size, or appearance of these monuments. Hopefully all will become clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Okay. Oh, it's really underwater. Serpent statue. So what was it? Snake, Opo Opo, wolf. I'm guessing they must have had no, like a giant big quest objective on the lake that encompassed all of the lake, but testers were like, yeah, we're not gonna try to like swim around and try to find everything, so. Whoa. interesting one. Go for a dive. There's the owl insignia of the Empire. I leveled up. Riddle of Wind. So now I can have 4 stacks. What? I can have 4 stacks of Priest Lightning. Into the wood. I'll go ahead to Slivbo and inform the others. Meet us in the caves east of the village. Okay. I'm not gonna bother finding ether currents and doing a side quest until I'm done with the zones. Because before I was like under leveled, but now I'm like over leveled compared to the story quests. Because now I'm already 76 and I haven't done the 75 level dungeon. Yeah. Is this a dungeon? Beyond lies Yixmarha, presumably the Light Warden. Expecting to fall upon us just as quickly this time. But we carry the seal. That is no reason for us to let down our guard. Okay. Roncan inscription.
It would seem we have found them.
Whoa,
You trespass upon sacred ground! Be gone!
Whoa.
Wait! We did not come to!
Whoa, you're slow mo.
Oh.
Throw scarred like Gambit.
Stop! We mean you no harm.
Baff.
Sister, is that...
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
Damn, dude.
It appears to be genuine. Then perhaps there is yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Alright, okay. Whoa, they're already gone.
Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Ixmaya. Wanna just write it Ixmaya instead of Yixmaja. You know, that's not too hard to ask. Yelms to the south. There's one right there. Oh, it's over the cliff. Snapweed. Outsiders are a strange lot. Very well. There's no mistaking the crest of the royal family. The seal is indeed genuine. For 3,000 years we have waited for this moment. Chieftainess of Fanau. Her younger sister. Simet, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. I beg your pardon. These are troubled times for my people. Though I can't but imagine what's compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. This warn you is a long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. Okay. Well, times change. Be sure to watch your step. Gemstone trader over there. Okay. Ender. Rarer stuff. Blue spirit stuff. Let's sell some shit. Let's sell some of our stuff. No dawdling. Once we have learned all we can of the warden and his whereabouts, we should be on our way. $3,000 years did they wait? $3,000 huh? Okay. Descendants of the palace guard, which served under the last emperor. To this day, we carry on the duty of our forebears, final decree of His Eminence, before Ronka's fall. Keep it secret, keep it safe. And look to the coming of our allies. Unto them we shall bequeath our all, and thus will Ronka live on. And the wisdom held within. But did thy people's fame longevity perchance play a part in the Emperor's decision to entrust this mission unto thee and thine? We these will easily live to see 3 of your elven lifetimes. We were also the fiercest fighters. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this one were plentiful before the light claimed dominion over the land, but now, Fanau is all that remains. Our numbers dwindle year by year. Before long, there will be no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. And you believe we are the allies from whom you have waited? You have the seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Sister. We're glad of your presence here in the Great Wood. The wisdom of Ronka is yours should you wish it. You need only ask. Am I literally explaining all of Rememberborn, Heaven's Word, and Stormblood? Come in search of the Light Warden. I do not know where it makes its lair. Do you recall any sightings of this creature? Not these past 30 summers. How old are you exactly? Young enough to remember. There may yet be one among us who has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. Okay, can go and ask other Vieras. If someone knows something, I would hear it while there is yet time to act. Okay, so we're just gonna run around. Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick break just to get some water. I'll be right back.